What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? Good afternoon. We are here for a little bit of tribe meeting. We got some things to talk about. We have not had a tribe meeting in a few days, honey. So we have a few things to talk about. Let me get into this. Let me delete that. And let me pin that. All right. So good afternoon. Let me do my roll call. Let me see who's in the room, honey. If it's too dark or blurry, y'all let me know because I don't have my light on. Okay. What's up, Diamond? Kamala and Nina, hoping someone would discuss. Yes, we're going to discuss. I started to do a quick drop, but then I was like, we're going to have a conversation about this thing. Hey, O Street, you was telling me that Stephanie Mills said on the Breakfast Club that they are going to do her versus Shaka Khan. Oh, I'm here for that. Shaka Khan. I'm here for that. Hey, Ebbs. Y'all don't know if y'all caught Abby over there, honey. Abby, they had Abby talking about social issue celebrities and stuff over there, honey. I saw you, Ebbs. I saw you, girl. Hey, Yana, Lock Queen. Hey, Zara. Thank you for being here. Mwah. So Jeff is back. Dominique. Hey, C Golden, one of my members. Hey, girl. Hey, Tracy. Travel. Hi. Hey, Love. Mwah. How you doing, babes? Who was surprised that Tristan cheated on Chloe again? He did. Hey, Xavier. Hey, Tracy. What's up, Danny? How you doing? Hey, legally declared broke. I was gonna say legally blonde child. Hey, Chat with Lachey. How you guys doing? Come on in the room, Brandon, little baby. What's up? Come on in the room. So y'all have been asking for it forever. When I say y'all, maybe not you personally, but I get emails and people send me DMs and they want my address. And I love y'all dearly, but I'm a little leery about giving my address out to my actual home where I live. And so I've been meaning to get this post office box forever, for a year now. But I finally went and did it today. I had done the paperwork and stuff, but I just never went up there to show my ID. You know, you got to show your ID and all that good stuff. So I finally did that today. So I have my P.O. box number pinned. That does not mean that I expect anybody to send me anything. That just means that y'all been asking for it. I did it. And I will put it in my description box. Anyway, so people don't have to have my personal address. And also, when I send y'all stuff, I have to put a return address on it. And again, it ain't about y'all. I love y'all because I wouldn't, But again, it's just, you put your address out there too much. So it goes both ways. So I'll be able to send stuff out as well as get stuff back. So he went in the room with 3 females and came out a little while later fixing himself. Can I send whiskey, child? Ah! Whew. I need me some whiskey. If it wasn't so hot, I'd probably pour me some. 4th of July is upon us again. Oh, yes, honey. Yes. Get your skin so soft, babes. Now, listen. I don't see anything about a Mary J. Blige, Toni Braxton versus. Maybe it has. Listen, I went to the versus Instagram. I Googled it. I didn't see nothing about it. Now, y'all might know something I don't know, but I'm here for it now. I'm here for a Mary J. Blige, Toni Braxton versus. I just can't find it. I did see with T posted it on his page, and it does look like it's the official versus logo and everything. It looks like it's an official versus announcement. But the one thing I've noticed is that has happened a few times before where somebody will make a versus and it's not the real versus. And then when I go to the versus Instagram, it's not there. So I don't know if that's another one of those like fake versus. But anyway, but I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. So if y'all find a website or a link, drop it in the chat or let me know what the link is that says that this is official. But I'm definitely here for Stephanie Mills and Shaka Khan too, honey. I'm definitely here for a Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills. I will be here for that. Now, I'm going to tell you what. If they do a Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, I want them to go back to the old format. And what I mean, we're about to pour this water. What I mean by the old format is I like the concert format. I like the fact that I feel like we're getting like a mini concert, but I also want to feel like I want to hear the stories. I want the story time. I want them to talk about the song and who produced it and what was going on and whether they liked the song or they didn't like the song. Like I want to hear about all of that. Hey Verbe, I haven't seen you in a while. Mwah, hey boo. That's another one of my members. I saw Tracy, who's another member. Did I see Tracy? Yes, Tracy, who's a member, and of course Ebbs is a member. They are filming Power right now. Well, that don't mean she can't take a Saturday night off or a Sunday night off, but they are filming the second season of Power. I've seen like pictures of them on set, so they are filming it. Yeah, so don't do Stephanie like that, L Love. I love me some Stephanie Mills, honey. I'm here for it. Stephanie was robbed. I say it to the day I die. Stephanie should have been Dorothy in The Wiz. Anyway, yeah, like I like the fact that we're getting more of a concert. Like I'm here for that. But let me get some songs. Like I honestly would have loved to hear. Like I enjoyed Trina and Eve, but can you imagine the stories that Eve may have had about DMX and the Rough Riders and that whole time period in her life and the different conversations and stuff like that? Like I can only imagine. But it is what it is again. But I'm here for that. I'm here for it. She was Dorothy on Broadway. But when they were making the movie version of it, Barry Gordy was producing it. And at the time, him and Donna Ross was still doing what they do. And he gave her the role. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. But yes, Stephanie Mills absolutely played the role on Broadway, and that's why I said it was her role. She should have had it. If she should have done the movie, especially since Donna Ross looked like she was 40 years old in that damn movie. She wasn't supposed to play nobody's Dorothy. And I know that people who love Donna Ross might feel differently, but it is what it is. That's how I feel about it. Of course, you want the history of everything. I, however, just say play the ding dang song. See, I want to hear the stories. I do. I want to hear the stories. All right, y'all, let's get into some of these things. So listen. Down to the Instagram. Abby was talking about this a little bit over there on Miss, what's her name again, Abby? Where you were? Miss, oh shoot. I forget her name. Miss, tell me her name in the chat again, Abby. Eve is rich white fish. She ain't trying to remind people that she was a pit bull in the skirt. She ain't got to remind nobody. We know. We was there. But they was talking about it over there about this whole Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, DaBaby, and Party situation. So here's the breakdown. Okay, let me just, because listen, I started to do a quick drop, but it was so many text messages and Instagram posts and Miss Stevie Keep It Real. Okay, so over there on Miss Stevie Keep It Real, they was talking about this a little bit. Listen, here's what the whole thing boils down to, okay? When the situation happened between Meg and Tory Lanez, right? When she accused Tory of shooting her, which I believe he did. And that's just my opinion. I don't know if anybody agree with me, but that's how I feel about it, okay? Meg and DaBaby, a lot of people stood up for Meg in the beginning. A whole lot of people stood up for Meg in the beginning, but y'all know we have short memories around here, okay? And DaBaby, I'm assuming, was one of those people who stood up for Meg in the beginning. I know Meg and DaBaby did a song together on her album. Behind the scenes, she said that he definitely supported her, said that Tory was wrong, he would never work with Tory, yada, 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 Buddha, 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 right? Behind the scenes, he said all these great things. Now, publicly, he just did a song with Tory. So Meg went on to Instagram and made a little comment about, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not even paraphrasing. I'm just telling you because I don't have it in front of me. And I ain't about to look all that up. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But basically, she made comments on her Instagram about, people who support you privately but betray you publicly, and I want to say she added DaBaby. Well, DaBaby responded, and DaBaby basically was like, girl, I ain't about to do this with you. Like, I ain't about to sit here and argue online with you. Like I don't do that. I ain't about to do all of that. But he sort of seemed to like laugh it off or brush it off like it's not that serious. Like he don't see why she tripping. Like why are you tripping? And keep like girl, do what you do. Nothing to see here. Keep it moving, kind of thing. They've done songs on their last 4 projects. Okay, so and I know that she said that she considered him a friend, not just somebody, but a friend. And his response was very much, girl, stop tripping. It is what it is. Get over it. That's what I got from it. I mean, I'm not, that ain't what he said per se, but that's what I walked away with was, girl, stop tripping. That's what I walked away with. Okay. So then, of course, Meg's boyfriend jumped in, and I don't see it for Meg. Something about her is fake to me. Hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna tell you another reason why. Because the text messages didn't make no whole lot of sense. I mean, I understood what they was trying to say, but they was talking that text talk and that child. It was a lot. And it just went back and forth kind of thing. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find. Do I see the retweet she was mad about? Right. And that's another reason why I didn't do a quick drop, because, y'all, some of this whole back and forth just the text messages hurt my brain. I'm sorry. All right, forget it, because I was trying to find it. But that's exactly what it was. It was a bunch of back and forth illiterate ass text messages. But essentially, of course, Party jumped in to defend his girlfriend, Meg, and DaBaby was basically like, I'm not entertaining none of y'all. Like, I'm not entertaining either one of y'all. Now, the way I feel about it is this. I've said this before and I'll say it again. We live in a microwave society. We do not have, and I'm saying we because I'm pointing the finger at myself as well. I have been guilty. We do not have the longevity to stick to something for longer than it takes us to be inconvenienced. So what I mean by that is this. It sounds good and cute to say we're going to boycott something until we need something and it's the closest place. We're going to boycott Chick-fil-A until we get a craving for that lemonade, right? We're going to boycott Coke until we go to a restaurant and all they sell is Coke products. We're going to boycott, you know what I'm saying? So everything sounds good until it inconveniences us. And I'm not saying, what's up, Star? And I'm not saying I'm not saying every single person feels this way, but I'm saying in general, this is the consensus, right? And I feel like this is the situation with this. Yes, he probably felt that way in the beginning. Yes, he probably does love Tory. He probably feel, he has an affinity for for Meg, But at the end of the day, he's also gonna make his money, and if he gonna make, Tory say, listen, I'm gonna give you $200,000 to jump on this track and give me a verse, DaBaby gonna take that $200,000 and jump on the track. I don't think that in his mind he felt like he was making a decision about his friendship with Meg. Now, should he have been thinking that? Sure. We were having this conversation earlier today over at Spill It Boy TV's We were talking about canceling people and cancel culture. And even with cancel culture, it lasts as long as people are inconvenienced. Everybody want to cancel R. Kelly until it's the cookout. And we want to step in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that if I'm Meg, I understand how Meg feels, and I feel the way she feel about it. I feel the way she feel about it. You know? But I guess it just goes back to you can't expect somebody to have more of your back than you got in your own. Girl, I don't know. The track is old. They made the song last year. It just got released. So did they make the song before he shot that girl? Hey, Patty Duke. Because if he made the song before Tory shot Meg, then okay, then yeah. But if he made the song after, then it's the same. I mean, it doesn't change how Meg feels. Especially if it actually makes it worse if it happened. This actually makes it worse if it happened closer to the event. I mean, at this point, the event happened a year ago. So if he did the song last year and it was closer to when the song was made before the shooting, oh, well then, girl, then. And I'm sure Meg didn't know that when she sent the tweet or the Instagram post or whatever. But if the song was made before that, then. That's it. That's all. She looking for friends in the unfriendly industry. You better say that again for the people in the back. Y'all better stop trying to find friends at work. I already told you I don't even share my social media with people I work with. No man, we can't be friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And I do have a professional Twitter that I use that I will give people for professional purposes. But we can't be friends. We're not friends. The video was after the song. She was upset with the retweet. Well, why? Hey, Natalia, what's up, Auntie? So, okay. And then somebody said something about they both shot somebody, so I guess they even or something. Listen, I can't. That's why I ain't do no quick drop on this because it's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. But ultimately, Meg, listen, ma'am, these people have shown you how they feel. Hey, Miss Bowen, how you doing? These people have shown you how they feel. When you first got shot, in the subsequent things after the shooting. People have shown you who they are. Believe them, boo. Just believe them. And I hate to say it. I'm sorry, but girl, they have shown you who they are. Believe them. Believe them, beloved. Believe them. That's the retweet that she was mad about. Girl, Meg. Girl. Moving on. Let's move. Let's get move. Nina Simone's estate versus Kamala Harris. So let's rewind this tape. Saturday night there was a Juneteenth celebration, and Chloe Bailey from the group Chloe, what's the girl, the Chloe and her sister. She performed one of Nina Simone's songs that sparked up some controversy because some people felt like she was a little inappropriate in her performance, and she kind of gyrated across the stage, and she just kind of did some things or whatever. Some people felt like it was appropriate, some people didn't. That's not even the point of this conversation because I ain't messing with y'all. But Nina Simone's granddaughter put out a tweet supporting Chloe, defending her, saying, listen, my grandmother was very much about express yourself however you choose to express yourself. She was, she was all about it. And my grandmother would have loved that performance. So girl, keep doing what you do. She said, but the real person I got a problem with is Kamala Harris and how she stole my family. She stole the estate away from my family. I said, how we get from the Juneteenth celebration to Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris don't know nothing about this. She ain't worried about y'all. I was like, well, what had happened? So, upon further inspection, here's what went down. Nina Simone died in 2003, and unlike some people, she actually had a will. Her will stated that her home in LA was to go to her daughter, which is the mother of the granddaughter that is speaking, and her home in France, where she died, they were supposed to sell it, and the proceeds of the sale was to go to her brother. The rest of her estate was supposed to go towards musical education for children in, it was 3 African countries. I know one was Liberia. I don't remember the other 2, but it was 3 African countries. Okay? That was the will. And she also named who she wanted to be executor of her will. Not her daughter. Another musician friend of hers. Now, that already tells me, yes, it was RTDD. I'm getting to that. That already tells me that Nina Simone already knew her daughter could not handle what it was she was asking of in her will. Because if she thought her daughter could handle it, she would have made her daughter the executor of her will. The fact that she named a separate person as executor of her will tells me that somewhere in her mind, she knew this might not be a job my daughter can handle. I'm going to give it to someone else. Now, the person that she did name as executor of her will signed the responsibility over to Nina Simone's daughter. She said, I guess the woman was older. Nina Simone might have made that will 20 years ago. Who knows? But the woman, for whatever reason, she signed over her responsibilities as executor over to Nina Simone's daughter. Are y'all following me with this? Well, here's my thing, China White. I'm not beating up on her, but what I do feel like is before you jump out there accusing people of things, you should have all of the facts, and my thing is people only can beat up on you because you put yourself out there. She the one that accused the vice president of the United States of stealing her family's estate. She went on to say that her family is dead broke and that she can't even pay her tuition. And she thought about, she contemplated stripping just to pay her college tuition. And that, that the estate was stolen from her family and given to white people. And that white people are benefiting from all that her mother is. That her grandmother was. So I don't feel like people are beating up on her. I feel like that girl jumped out there and she was trying to embarrass Kamala Harris and it backfired on her. That's what I think it was. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's get back to the story. So, fast forward 2000 and was it 2000 and it wasn't that long. It was okay, I remember the exact year. But fast forward, Kamala Harris is now the Attorney General for the state of California. And come to find out, Nina Simone's daughter has been mismanaging the estate, and has been siphoning off funds from the estate to the tune of over $1 million. According to the granddaughter, her mother was forced to resign as executor, and now the family is broke. And the money from the royalties off of Nina Simone's music and all this other stuff is now going to who knows where it's going, but it's not going to the family. So here's a couple of things I'm gonna say about that. First of all, your mother was forced to resign rather than put her ass in jail because she broke the law. She stole the money. Let's be clear. Your mama was embezzling money from the estate. Executors get a stipend. So your mother was getting paid to be the executor of her mother's estate. Okay? She stole some money from the estate. Even under the best circumstances, meaning even if your mother was doing everything she was supposed to be doing in accordance to the will, guess what, beloved? Your family still wouldn't be getting no money off of the royalties because her will stated that all of that money is supposed to be going towards musical education for kids in Africa. So even if your mama won't never fire, even if your mama ain't never steal no money, even if none of that other stuff happened, your family still is not entitled to the royalties and whatever else this estate, money that the estate is making, because that wasn't your grandmother's wishes. Nina Simone's wishes were clear. You know why they were clear? Because she left a will. And that's why it's important to leave a will, because when you leave a will, then your intentions are clear. Now, maybe there could have been a situation where her mother could have petitioned the court on behalf of the estate that, let's say she brokered a deal. I'm just using an example, y'all. Let's say she brokered a deal with Apple to allow Apple to use some of Nina Simone's music in an Apple commercial. She may have been able to petition the court to get some of those funds to go towards the family or to go towards something. But let's be clear. Nina Simone's wishes were very clear about what she wanted to happen with her money. She left your mother, her daughter, a home, and I'm sure she left her some money, okay? She left her brother something. She left him the proceeds of her house to be sold. So it's not that she didn't leave her immediate people nothing. Now, she might not have left every grandchild something and all of that. Now, the way that she feels like it's Kamala's fault is because she feels like, because Kamala, being the attorney general at the time, was the one who investigated her mother, found the fraud, and forced her mother to resign as the executor. I still don't understand how, like, Kamala was doing her job. That was her job. That was her job. If your mama was stealing the money, she was the attorney general for the state. That was her job. The granddaughter embezzled the money that was used for charity first. I mean, the daughter embezzled the money that was used for charity first. Yeah, the daughter embezzled the money from the estate. So now the the granddaughter then jumped out here all over to the Instagram, leaving long, soliloquies about how horrible the family is broke and how it's Kamala Harris's fault and she did this and she did that. And I'm thinking, ma'am, because let's be clear, when it says she forced my mother to resign, no, your mama took a deal to resign rather than go to jail. You know why your mama was gonna go to jail? Because she broke the law. She was going to jail because she broke the law. I'm tired of people wanting African Americans to hold higher positions, but get upset that if the position holds African Americans accountable. Right. And I mean, that's how I felt about Kamala Harris when she was running, and they was like, she put more black men in jail, and she did this, and she did that, and she did this, and she did that. But when you really go behind the scenes and you really look at all that Kamala Harris did, first of all, she was attorney general and she was prosecuting people. And if they were black, they were black. Second of all, what people neglect to bring up is how many programs that she started for people when they got out of jail, and the types of things that she tried to do for the people once they got out of jail. Listen, I'm not saying that Kamala Harris is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But what I am saying is I agree with you, baby girl. We've got to stop holding people to a standard. Oh, well, we want people in these higher positions, but we don't want them to do their job when they get there. What? Kamala Harris was the attorney general for the whole state of California. Black people commit crimes in California. I'm sorry to tell you that. Sorry to be the one to share that information with you. But black people commit crimes in the state of California. That was her job. That is what she was supposed to do. A lot of doors should be open to you because of your association. I mean, listen, let's be clear. Now I'm about to go down a left. I'm about to make a left turn here. I don't know if y'all want to take this ride with me. Listen, I'm not impressed, or I don't feel sorry when somebody says, oh, I had to go strip to pay my tuition because my grandmother didn't leave me in the state. Girl, a whole lot of us went to college and we figured it out. Sorry. My grandmother didn't leave me no money either, but I went to school, I went to college, I graduated, it was paid for. That don't mean I don't have student loans. That don't mean we didn't get scholarship. That don't mean, yeah, we did what we had to do. But I'm not getting ready to sit here and have a pity party for you because you have to figure out how you're going to pay your tuition. There are millions of 18-year-olds in this country right now who are doing that exact same thing. And let's be clear. If you decided to strip, it ain't no shame in that either. It's legal work. I had a lot of friends. Well, not a lot. But I had friends that went to stripped it while we were in college. They sure did. They would drive down to Charlotte. They would strip on the weekends and come on back home. They sure did. Listen, I'm not the one to shame it. Exactly. Really, even Charlemagne the God had to come out and retract what he said about Harris. He looked into the case more closely. So she was just doing her job. Right. What would happen if your granddaughter was a regular grandmother like we had and didn't have any savings? Right. Well, if your grandmother, sorry. If they're guilty, pay the consequences. Exactly. Yeah, she said something about she thought about stripping to pay for school. Okay, girl, do it. Exactly. I had no money for my family to go to college. Me as a child, my grandmother passed and I got some new school clothes courtesy of my mom. But that's it. I'm sorry, but my grandparents left their living kids their homes. Those kids sold those homes and divided the money for the grandkids. Unfortunately, it is $45. Oh, Jesus. So which I walked away with about $10 in a Happy Meal. Good Lord, 45. Goodness gracious. Kamala did her job. People need to stay out of trouble. Hey, Jason. When I said Jason. Hey, Jonathan. She don't owe blacks nothing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, again, I just think we need to. I think baby girl worded it correctly. We've got to stop wanting to see people in these higher positions, but then not want them to do their job when they get there. Like, you can't have it both ways. I had a whole fashion thing that didn't give away no more calls of scholarship. It is what it is because I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to start graduate school. Girl, I want to go back and get my PhD. But at this point, I'm like, I don't want to add any more debt. I'm looking for fellowships and stuff like that because I want my PhD, but I don't want the debt that come with it. No, ma'am. Hell, I'm still paying off the damn degrees I got. She can twerk to her That's not funny, Zara. She can twerk to her grandmother's music. Like Chloe used to her routine. Listen. So I just felt like, and I agree with what you were saying, though, China White, that she did have misinformation. And I understand you want to believe your mother and you want to lean on your mother's version of the story. And I get that. I respect that. But at the end of the day, before you jump out that ledge, you got to make sure you know what you're talking about, and the court documents are there. I got some of that information from Layla Lynn. So y'all make sure y'all check out Layla Lynn. She did a video on it. And then some of the information, I just looked it up. Nina Simone granddaughter, you could have used some nepotism to make that work for you. Still had it, especially if she can sing. Now, I don't know if she can sing or not, but after I get these masters, I'm sitting my behind down. I'm tired of school, girl. That's what I said after I got my second master's, but I wish I had just stayed and finished it off and just been done. because now I want to go back. Consider working at a university. Many offer free tuition to staff. Listen, there are a lot of options. But I'm sorry. As somebody who had to figure it out, I'm sorry that I don't have no sympathy for you, because you thought that you was going to be living good off of your grandmother's money, and your grandmother had other plans. Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Nina Simone had other plans. And let's be clear, nobody is obligated to leave you anything. That is her money. That is her estate. That is the blood, sweat, and tears of what she went through in this industry. She doesn't owe any of y'all anything. She left your mama a house. She left her brother some money. And I believe that she probably left a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like, I think that's just the hot spots of her will. But the majority of her estate, after she took care of all of that, the rest of her estate is earmarked to go to help musical education for kids in Africa. She even named the specific countries. The executor of the estate, what's up, El Teddy, was supposed to set that stuff up. So, like, for example, her mother could have flown back and forth to Africa and the estate paid for that, because she was the executor of the estate and she was setting some things up, right? There are things that her mother could have done that legally she could have charged to the estate. But that's not what it sounded like her mama was doing. And it sounds like the attorney general offered her a plea deal, said, listen, we won't send you to jail. We just want you to resign. And honestly, she got off easy, because let's be clear, if you weren't Nina Simone's daughter, you might have found your ass in jail. So I'm just saying. Child Reefer said, I don't care what happened to this shit when I'm gone. Right. Patty Duke said she lived at home and used her paycheck to pay for college. Right. We figured it out. And again, I'm sorry that you got one side of the story, but I'm not sorry that you jumped out there on that one side of the story and tried to embarrass the vice president of the United States. No, I'm not sorry about that. I'm not sorry about that. And I get it that that's your mama and you want to believe your mama and don't nobody want to think their mama would lie to them. I get it. I respect that. But guess what? Your mama lied. She did. She told you one side of the story and you ran with it. And even if everything that your mama said is true, I still don't understand how it's Kamala Harris's fault, because according to your grandmother's will, y'all wasn't supposed to get no money. So even if your mama was still the executor of the estate, y'all wouldn't be living in the lap of luxury. Not according to what I read now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more to it that I'm not reading. But y'all still wouldn't live it. Y'all still would not be entitled to all of Nina Simone's royalties and profits and whatever money she's making. Now, like I said, there are ways that an executor can get paid for doing certain things with the estate. But y'all wouldn't be entitled to the whole kit and caboodle, because again, them churn in Africa supposed to be getting it. Agreed. Like, what did Kamala Harris have to do with the damn song that Chloe sang? Right. Kamala was sitting at home, minding her business, eating her watermelon and enjoying her Juneteenth celebration. And she was like, what the hell? To be fair, the granddaughter did apologize at the end of her threat. All right, thank you, Xavier. We'll acknowledge the fact that there was an apology. School in the morning, JCPenney in the evenings. Okay, like we figured it out. Anyway, I just thought I would bring it to y'all and break it down, honey. Because when I first saw the headline, I was like, Nina Simone, Kamala Harris. I was like, what? But I kind of did the, and I mean, when I say did the research, I'm not saying I spent hours and hours and hours on this, y'all. So please, I didn't do all that. But when I went to go figure out what was what and who was who and who said what, I said, girl, all she had to do was congratulate the girl. Right. Child, all you had to do was congratulate the girl. And I'm sure, we all want to find somebody to blame. And it's easy to just, it was easy to blame her, you know. Child, that's what her mama had said. Her mama said, F them kids in Africa. Exactly, Auntie Dee, because here's the thing. If your mama stole $1 million of the estate, she clearly ain't do nothing with it. I mean, she didn't put none aside for your college. If you still didn't have none. Maybe, Zara, maybe she was just trying to bring some attention to hope somebody would have pity on the family child. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was impressed at the fact that Nina Simone's estate was worth so much because, you know, you got to think about the time period, and you have to think about, you know, Nina Simone was one of those artists that she was appreciated in a silo. And so what I mean by that is Nina Simone was a known artist, yes. But Nina Simone was she was no Beyonce of her time. She was very well known and very well respected. But, you know, we know Nina Simone traveled in the jazz circles and the, you know, the folk circles, and her music was very political. And she got blacklisted at one point, and she had to go to Europe because she couldn't make money here in the United States. And so, and then when you think about record companies back then and how so many artists, especially black artists, didn't own the royalties to their music and didn't have control over their music, I honestly was impressed that her estate had so much. If you want to know the truth of the matter, I was really surprised. Now, I do know that since her death, her music has become very popular. But again, just because her music is popular doesn't mean she's making money off of the music. We've talked about that here before a million times. You know, just because the music is popular doesn't mean that the artist is making that money. And I think that might be another thing that maybe the granddaughter may or may not know or understand, that just because you hear your grandmother's music, or just because you see her likeness, or just because people are talking about how much they love Nina Simone, that does not mean that Nina Simone's estate is making money off of the music. And if it is, it's probably pennies on the dollar. Right. And again, she's probably making money off of things like her likeness and stuff like that. But I would be, and I mean, again, I'm not that vested to go and break it all down, but I would be interested to find out how much, how much money her estate is actually worth. I'm not surprised. Remember how she pulled out a gun on record executives? Miss Simone is going to get her money. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But James Brown was the same way, and he died broke too. James Brown he wanted to get paid in cash. He never went on stage until he had his money. Like James Brown, he said he got burnt one time, and after that, he never again. So I mean, just because you was thorough about your money in the moment, don't mean you had a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? J Hud Weight Watchers commercial probably made coin. Yeah. And I'm sure stuff like that made money for the estate. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, you know, I do feel for the girl because it sounded like she had some misinformation and she jumped out there on the ledge. But I'm glad that she did come back and apologize. You know, when you know better, you do better. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. I did a quick drop on this, but let me just go ahead and drop this. Oh, before I go any further and before I forget, the rumors seem to be true about Tiki Barber's wife over to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She was spotted actually filming with the ladies, and Melissa actually posted a picture of her of them together at a Pride event this weekend. So she's at least filming, because they said that the crews were there filming the event. Now, whether she's going to show up and how that's going to work out, we know how that goes, because that damn real estate agent was in 2 episodes this season. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what ends up coming out of it. But she is actually filming. Green light a movie. And the black lady is supposed to be, what, is she in front of Dolores's? Okay. Because I know they said that the husband was friends with Joe. But she's coming on through Dolores? Okay. Melissa's, listen, all of them are back on the show. All of the cast from last season is back. So Melissa back, child. Right, there are two. Okay, so there's the black lady, the black woman that's pregnant, that's married to Willie Collin, a former NFL player. And then you have Tiki Barber's wife. Now, Tiki Barber is black, but his wife not. And both of them are filming. Both of them are filming. But y'all know how that goes. We won't really know until, we see the trailer and see if they make it. Because just because they film it don't mean they're going to be in nothing. And I heard that that the Real Housewives of New Jersey will be back in early 2022. So it ain't coming back no time soon. So we're looking at like January, February of 2022. But we know that because we still got to get through Potomac. Salt Lake City is done filming, so they'll probably be next. And by the time Salt Lake City is halfway through their season, that's when we'll probably start seeing the trailers and stuff for Atlanta and New Jersey. And I guess Orange County is going to start. Have they started filming? I guess. Okay. So I don't know if they're coming in. I guess they're going to come in through Dolores or Melissa. So we'll see. All right. Now, last but not least, y'all, this Michael Costello situation. I did do a quick drop on this, but let's break it down a little bit. So we know the whole thing that went down with Michael Costello last week, right? Chrissy Teigen and Michael Costello, and then Leona Lewis jumped in, and then Maxie J jumped in, and then Eva Marcel jumped in to defend Michael Costello. She said, he's my friend. I've never seen anything racist about him. He's never said anything negative to me. But let's be clear, Eva. A lot of the criticism of Michael is connected to not so much the racism, which we know the racism was a part of it, but not so much the racism as much as it was the him having a body shaming people. And Eva, you are the right the body size. You are a sample size. So some of the people who have complained about Michael Costello have complained about how he talked about them and body shamed them. Yeah, I saw the trailer last night when the girls was rapping, child. So then in walks John Legend. John Legend said, sir, I really tried to stay out of this. I know my wife did some dumb shit, okay? We feel like that, okay? But at the end of the day, what you saying that my wife did, she did not do. Now, my wife did some of that other stuff, but my wife was not in your DMs, and she did not call you all kinds of things, and she was not calling all around and blacklisting you. That was not my wife, sir. And then they proceeded to break down how, like, all of the lies of Michael Costello. One of those things, like, for example, the screenshot that he posted to say that this is the screenshot that Chrissy Teigen sent him. Come to find out that, yes, from Project Runway. No, Xavier, they were able to prove that those DMs did not come from. Okay, so let me say this. According to what I saw, the DMs that allegedly came from Chrissy Teigen, one, it was the wrong profile picture. If the DMs came in 2013, it was not the profile picture that she was using in 2013. Two, there were things that you could see that were like options, that were features, that were not features in 2013. Like the video chat was not a feature in 2013 on Instagram, but the DMs that he posted had an icon of the video chat. So it was little stuff like that that showed that those, and then the first one that he posted, according to them, had her name misspelled. So then he reposted the alleged tweet with the appropriate name. So now Michael Costello said that he was taking a break from Instagram. The screenshots are supposed to be from 2013. But they were able to show that it was the wrong profile picture. Like, that wasn't the profile picture she had in 2013. And no blue check mark. Oh, well. So basically what John Legend said was, she did leave a message under your post, and she did call you a racist. That she did do. But when she found out that the screenshots were false, she deleted the comment and she apologized back then. But she was not in your DMs, and she hasn't been calling all around town blacklisting you. The other thing they said was that the person that he said was the stylist that works for Chrissy, that was basically telling everybody not to work with him, didn't work for Chrissy Teigen in 2013 when he alleged that all this was going on. She didn't start working for them until working for Chrissy until a couple of years ago. Chrissy and John sound like they're headed for divorce. Why you say that? I didn't hear nothing about them about to be divorced. Michael got, I wouldn't be surprised if they got divorced though. So Michael got himself dragged just so he could lie on Chrissy. What kind of psychopath is he? I don't know. Somebody who probably didn't think that people could figure out that the screenshot was wrong. Yeah, he body shamed people. That was one of the accusations and I've heard that from a few people. I haven't heard that from just one person. I've heard that from a few people, that he's body shamed people. I heard the body shaming before I heard the racist stuff. But allegedly, he likes to throw the N-word around too, honey. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they got divorced. They've been through a lot. And again, she was a drinker and she has stopped drinking. And a lot of times when people get sober, a lot of the dysfunction that you were able to work in, you're no longer in that dysfunction and you see things clearly. And so there might be, who knows? He really should have stayed out of it. Like, you jumped into something that you really just should have mind your business. You really should have mind your business. But he is on a social media hiatus now, honey. I mean, I understand why he jumped him, because he felt like his silence was starting to be questioned. I felt like his silence was, John Legend silence. Because people are stupid, Shawana. Because people are stupid. You know what? This society does way too much and they go way too far. They're trying to say that Cater to You is like a misogynist song about women waiting on men and it's a barbaric attitude. Listen, let me tell y'all something. There are women out here who like waiting on their man. There are women out here who like catering to their man. There are women out here who like making sure that when their man get home from work, that there's a hot meal and that, the house is clean for them and that they feel like a king. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the song is all about taking care of your man and loving on your man and treating your man like a king. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that damn song. And I'm so sick of us making such a big deal about the dumbest shit. We sit here, we got a problem with a song that's talking about treating a black man like a king. And the reason why I say a black man is because the song is sung by 3 black women. So I'm gonna make it about black men. Okay? Now we got a problem with the song talking about something. It's all about, it's misogynistic and it's about taking care. Child. No, won't no Joe Jeff. And even if it started as a joke, it went left. Right. Ain't nobody right, O Street. Ain't nobody saying treat a man like a that treating you like trash. Okay, he gotta be deserving of it. Child. But anyway, honey. But as a result of all of this, Chrissy Teigen is now rumored that she is going to have a sit down one on one with Oprah to talk about the cyberbullying and all of that. Now that's an Olivia Pope move. That's what that is. That is all about. I sound angry like you, El Teddy, child, because I thought that was just stupid. Um, um, she's supposed to have a sit down conversation with Oprah. Now, again, she should. It's fine. I'm here for it. Let her talk about it. That's what she needs to do. That is Olivia Pope 101. Okay. That is what she needs to do. And if Oprah is willing to sit down and have the conversation, let her sit down and talk about how horrible she was. Let her cry some white woman tears, because that's what it is. That's what that's about, y'all. That's all it is. Right, open to the rescue, child. Now she skipped right over the red table talk. Ha! Listen, John Legend. John Legend got some high rollers in his Rolodex, honey. And yes, I said Rolodex. She gonna come down and talk to Oprah, and everybody gonna forgive her, and they gonna move on. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. She gonna talk to Oprah. She gonna talk about what it is. She gonna talk about how bad she felt, and how horrible she was, and how horrible of a person she was in 2013. And she gonna probably play up the alcohol, and she was drinking so much, and she was a troll. She doesn't understand why she was so mean. She was such a troll and such a mean person. And child, John looked like he got a Rolodex. Child, he probably did. He probably does. Okay. She was on Wendy Williams. Oh girl. Oh girl. Wendy Williams. Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere. No lady is forgiving her. She was wrong. Hold on. And I think John is not about this life, and he will be dipping soon. Like I said, I won't be surprised. I don't think they will, but I won't be surprised. I think he knows exactly who his wife is. Has she bullied anyone outside of Trump in the last 5 years? I don't know, child. She's always been probably problematic. I don't care for her. She's an undercover bully. John said, not on my watch, child. I'm glad I've been over the red table. If she calls herself a troll, I'm done. But she already called herself a troll. Oh, she didn't go on Wendy Williams. Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to say she was on Wendy Williams. I'm about to say what? I agree with you half and half. I think he knows exactly who his wife is, but he's okay with it as long as she wasn't getting backlash for it. Well, that's true. Maybe. Yeah. Child. Let me check one more time before we get up off here. Let me check one more time to see if they didn't drop something. El Teddy, David Makes Man just went live on Instagram, honey. Oh, the Circle Atlanta comes on tonight, y'all. It's another web-based show, but I'm going to be reviewing it to support my boy Jamar 84. He is one of the executive producers. I forgot that the it came on tonight. Okay, got to put that on my reminder, honey. Okay, let me check one more time before we get up off of here. No, I don't see nothing on the official versus Instagram. Now maybe they're gonna announce it next. Maybe they'll announce it later on tonight. But trust me, if and when they announce it, I'm definitely here. We will definitely discuss it. Okay. Okay. But other than that, I'm about to get up out of here. We got Cartel Crew tonight. Oh, they have. Oh, okay. We got Cartel Crew tonight. The Circle Atlanta tonight, and I think that's it. All right. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.